how to mitigate, for example, pollution, water pollution that comes from the upstream to the downstream, because when you already explained, maybe from the downstream area, you already mitigated with the solution, yeah, from the domestic wastewater. But how about the other source of pollution from the upstream level? Yeah, and how to mitigate? Maybe perhaps if the drop happen like in the coastal area, sometimes it can also influence the river in this area, and how to mitigate. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for the question. So regarding cleaning river is like a long process. It's not done within 1 or 2 years. So we have like divided it into phases. So that's also a major issue in cleaning the river. We can highlight and portray the advertisement, run the campaign, and also because we have established, community centers. So we can establish multiple community centers for, you can say, awareing the people, and making people understand the importance of river. So that is like can work in both way, and side by side with the collaboration of government ministries and different organization. So that will help to improve and raise the voice on the like world level. To like in Malaysia, we have like the United Nations, they provided some cleaning machines, and some private organization. Like, so similar way we can, proceed for this case. Thank you. No more
Okay,
question?
yeah, please, Pak Ruko.
Yes, thank you so much. It's very interesting topic and idea. However, I have one questions about you try to change informal activity over there with a more formal. How you incentivize the changes of in sector informal decision, so they're willing to follow your idea. Yes.
So for like the changes of sector, so we have in this case we have identified the building blocks which have like been abandoned, or like not but have some you can say significant image of like facade or elevation. So we also developing this road network, like which is on the riverfront. You can say this one. So on this we can provide some special advantage to lower income group to establish their like street vendors or something, sell their items. So in that way we can, you can say, and provide them some registration numbers, license number. So in that way we can help to elevate their status and like cater them. Thank you.
Another question? Okay.
Okay, thank you for presentation. This is quite interesting. Why? Because from the government, we already made the detailed engineering design of revitalization of this Semarang River. That's still debatable. One, because the quantity of the sediment is very high. Secondary, Semarang River, in the past, this is a place for the commercial. You know that ship from the harbor, they're coming inside into the Pecinan, into the Chinatown. But now we cannot use as the same thing like that. So from your idea, what is the most suitable tourism attraction that you want to make? Because the most important magneto is from the Kota Lama Outstad. This is the buffer zone. This is not the central zone. If you want to make like that, what kind of the event that you want to make? Because we, mostly of Indonesian is coming to Kota Lama only for taking over. Yeah. Now, how you empowering the people around that area? So that will be the new magneto from the tourism to come inside. If you're thinking about the river stream and then you want to clean the river, I think that's about for the long term. Yeah. In the short term, what is the plan from the short, middle, and long term? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the question. So for the like short term, we like here trying to relocate the garbage, you can say collection point here to be purchased some land along this. And there's also some trash collecting bank. So we can contact them, and they can manage the place very well. So this place now we have empty, and then we can develop some arboretum or like kind of green space, which we can rent out for the like activities fest, and some you can say we have seen in Indonesia like Instagrammable place. So we can provide here. So that can you can say attract tourists. Also we have you can say parking here, so that will be not a big issue. They have a good walking connectivity. So that's for the short term we are trying to make. Thank you, sir.
Okay, another, you want to ask?
Thank you very much. Congratulations for your presentation. Despite logistics issues that were mentioned, this is very good. I'm not a specialist of environmental technical issues linked to the river, but I think the river is a very, very good entry point for a project. You mentioned issues about mobility to the river. I was wondering if you could maybe elaborate on that, on the kind of mobility you want to develop, and if maybe you had some examples, I don't know, in Indonesia, for instance, about the use of rivers, urban rivers for mobility, if it exists, if it's there are some existing practices, maybe abroad, just as simple as.
Thank you, sir, for the question. So for the mobility, what we have think like in case when we talk about these, boating points. So by the time we are also cleaning the river. So once we have started, people have, they know there's some boating points here. But in future, when we have cleaned all the rivers, we can, have multiple points for the boat. So they can also serve, in long term as a water taxi kind of thing. Like we have also in Malacca in Malaysia. So that is for the, you can say, boat movement, and for the accessibility walking and for the all age groups, we are trying to, you can say, make the pavement. This the bus transit. We are like trying to redesign it and make it more accessible for the like you can say all the age groups. And also in the parking, we are trying to reduce, you can say, lower the usage of cars. So what we have like discussed with all, so maybe the parking space is more for two-wheeler and less for four-wheelers, like maybe 100 parking for bikes, scooters, and 40 for cars. So that way, people can demotivate in using of cars and more on two-wheelers, and that can be more sustainable. And also for the cycling, as we have clear pedestrian connectivity from here to here, then it can also, you can say, work for the cyclist. So maybe for just motivating, we can provide rent bikes, cycles, and later like boat, they can be a complete track for long term. Thank you.
Okay, very well. So judges have another question maybe for this online participant. Oh, I have to add online jury. Is there any question from the online? No, raise the hand. So from the offline, we still have like 5 minutes. Yeah, Bu Teti, please. Thank you.
You remember the jalan inspeksi, the jalan along the river, in Kali Semarang is actually permeable, like it's a hard cover at this moment. Yeah. And if you think that it will be more for pedestrian only, do you think that using this asphalt will be needed, or would you be thinking about a different type of surface?
So
and the other thing is about roads. It's about vehicles. Sometimes vehicles has to go through that area because it's so little access, especially if there is issue of disaster such as
flood,
fire hazard. In which case that
for that one, we just like discussed, we can have like concept of time space activity in which we can, specify the timings for two-wheelers and four-wheelers. And, we can have automatic balusters, which can, in case of emergency come down, and the fire and emergency vehicle, they can enter and like exit. So, and the pavement quality, we also like, it should not hinder the fire tender also like the width when we like designing in detail should be like that minimum fire tender vehicle it can enter and exit. So I think that's a consideration we should like take in regarding the management for emergency services.
Okay. Okay. So big applause for group 4. Very well presentation and bravo. Okay, so thank you very much. You can come back to your place. Thank you. So our next agenda is will be like we have a coffee break. So all the participants, please you have go out in from this. The jury will have like discussion among or it's only like minutes. Oh, 10. Okay, 10 minutes, please. Jury only have like 10 minutes to discuss which group will be the best and etc. We have a present for all of them. So please, all the participants. Oh no, sorry, all of the best, I think. So please, all the participants should come out because we have very confidential discussion here. So yeah. Yeah. And the jury, if you want to grab some food, just please do it now, and then you can come back here to discuss among one another. So yeah, Mitch, please go out. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. So everyone should come up. Okay. The jury, please fill the blank. Okay, the jury assessment form, please fill the form so that we can discuss it now. Ibu yang juri. Okay, so we will at 11:10 ya for all the mute aja, mute aja. Just directly open your mic if you want to say something because we are not discussing. So everyone here, if want to say something, please use mic because we need to. Oh, Daisy, okay. So the winner is belum ya? Oh belum ya? Kalau mau ngambil makan minum, monggo ya, Bu. If anyone want to grab some food here, it's okay. Maybe. Bu Santi, we have like 5 minutes.
So say something to just remember and to say hello to Thierry Goubier from IFI and to thank him for supporting this studio. I would just like to say that on behalf of Kotalab, we have been very impressed first by the organization from Undip. That's very impressive, a very strong commitment. And second, by the participants remain committed until the very last day, although it was very intensive and very demanding. And I think the results for just 10 days, tackling many new issues, among students from very different backgrounds who didn't know each other, are very impressive. So I guess you have promising talents among the students. And also, what I find very interesting is that the participants, the students, they really made a big effort to tackle difficult issues. They tackled trying to answer the needs for new jobs, for improvement of housing condition, not only for people now, but also for their children tomorrow. They try to deal with transportation issues. Maybe the railway station that was here. So we're in Semarang Lama, but also near the railway station. And they try to propose innovative solution, but always sometimes maybe a bit disturbing. So we had questions about the fact that demolishing is a bit violent, relocating creates problem, but they, at the same time, they try to act responsibly. So when they create a problem, try to propose a solution, maybe not the best solution, but at least they tried. And they also try to think about how the project did and how the project is feasible in terms of budgeting, timing, stakeholder game. And that's very difficult to do that. So of course they had very little time. So some things may be a bit optimistic and so on. But we really liked the approach they had. There's a lot of maturity for all students group. And just to end up with this, there are some projects that we prefer because some keen on tourism, some are more keen on public space. But what we do appreciate is that all projects make sense. They are all coherent. So as for us, we are not sure there is a best project than another. They all make sense, all very different, all coherent.
Okay, thank you, Julian. So, Bu Santi,
have finished for the recapitulation, the recap for all. Okay, you want? So who's the best? Bro. Still waiting. Oh, wait up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the result is the group one. I cannot say the number. Group one. The highest score is group one. The second one is group 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. The group. I'm not remember for the project. The title. Mosaic. The mosaic. Wait. Okay. The group 1 present number 2. The second presentation. The group 1, and then the group 2. The second score is group 3. The group 3 present the second, the third presentation. Yes, and then the third is group 2, and then the last group 4. But actually, between group 2 and group 4, not so. It's only not so different. So, yeah.
No, I just want to a little bit add that for the second and the fourth group is because the last group is online, and I really appreciate, to be very honest, yeah, their effort. We understand the online and offline ingredients would be not the same. So yeah, maybe rather than make it as a rank, I don't know, I propose if we just, yeah.
Maybe I think it's good that so I don't know if you want to discuss among jury members, because usually it's the way we do in France, like this discussion among jury members. But I think it's very important, interesting that you comment on each group, what was good, what could be improved, what you liked, what you didn't like. So maybe it helps them to improve themselves.
Yes, okay.
No. We have Pak Thierry and Bu Yeti, yeah, Bu Mada from the online jury. Yeah.
Well, it seems to be missing some of the discussion, so it's a bit difficult to follow.
Yeah. No, we just invite you if you have additional comment to the other juries to decide about the result of the group, Pak Thierry.
Well, I must say I'm not a specialist, But I'm very much interested by what they're coming up with and what they're looking at, because I think it's especially in Indonesian cities on average, there's a lot that has to be undertaken, and Semarang is a good place to start with. I think a good example of restoration on Kota Lama. And also because it starts to be an important issue that pops up regularly, that I feel like Indonesian citizens want to reappropriate their public spaces, whether whatever their income level or social category is. And I think it's something that's very interesting to look at. And I was impressed by the way the projects were trying to tackle the slum issues, cleaning the rivers, looking at transportation, looking at all those informal economics aspects, warung and all the like street food things. Maybe also an element of interest for me is to see how the students from different backgrounds could share their understanding of the issues of the city.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Pak Gary.
but I was missing,
Yeah.
thinking of specific, what I would say, I'd say issues I would expect here to happen is that governance of the changes, with the ability of people to use empty spaces, rules, flexibilities, or arrangements to create new uses on spaces and food stores and whatever in places you don't expect them to pop up. Yeah. And there's not so much about that. And also maintenance. Quite a significant issue I could already see here in projects with good ideas, but no follow-up once they're being built.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Thierry. So I think we can jump to the next session. I will invite all the participants here to have a jury statement, and then for the announcement for the best group. Is it okay for all the jury? Yeah, Pak Bobby want to ask something?
Oh, well, first of course, this is not about the grade, yeah, because I have also another thinking with the grade. For example, whether we just choose one, the most favorite one or something, but it's up to you, because to me personally, it's quite difficult to see the difference of this four interesting proposal. Yeah, but I like to comment on the general one, which is one. The coherence, yeah, and I agree with Julian comment that this exercise is very much important and very much effective in terms of exercising for the participant to start thinking or to try to think in a coherent, logical way, especially the sequence of the process, business as usual, target, goals, objective, master plan, and then implication of the master plan are very clear. And even I try to compare with our regular planning studio in Gadjah Mada, for example, Julian, which stock the whole process at what is almost 1 year. And this very condensed, compact studio, to some extent, provide more effective exercise for the student to think the whole logical process of planning, which is in our view always start from problem formulation, goals settings, objective setting, and then means or alternative. This is very much intensive, very much effective. That's what I like about this. That's why also, Julian, interesting. I always actually argue to my colleagues at Gadjah Mada how to make it the whole studio process shorten and more compact, because in terms of pedagogic aspect, seems to be more effective in pressing the student participant to to think in a coherent way. Imagine that this similar process take 1 year, Julian, in which the gap between the first semester and second semester is too long, because the first semester should we ask students only to develop BAU, business as usual, understanding problem, and then the next semester start thinking about objective and then the master plan and so on. This is very compact, which is to some extent very effective. Second, what I like about this process is that planning is about problem solving and better future. And this exercise also combine two interesting important element of planning. First is problem solving, and the second is better vision, which to some extent also contains some clear time frame. Yeah, better 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Yeah, so Terry, you have to support. I like to say this is directly to you. This is to me, to us. Yeah, was very interesting exercise already for several years. Yeah, Julian, and we took some really. Not just student, but also the docent, yeah, the lecture, Indonesian lecture also take some lesson from the whole process, which is actually similar process in terms of planning process, but this one is very much condensed and effective. One thing that perhaps we have to think in the future, Julian, is to how to link between this area exercise into the broader one. This is something that, yes, I remember some of the commentator provide the important lesson. For example, the link between, if we are talking about the river, the link between upstream and downstream. But maybe in the next exercise, we have to give special assessment on how to link between this district area design and the broader, urban development context, because most of the problem with the urban regeneration in some part of the city is that they forget the whole. I think it was comment very important one on how to link, for example, the economic aspect between the small district and the whole urban and even suburban issues. Yeah. So that's my general comment, but I like it very much. Was successful, and yeah.
This issue of scale is something that was extremely interesting in working out with railway stations and so on. So hopefully, I hope that we'll have the opportunity in the future to keep trying to help you just with the methodology and not the technical solutions, because you are the ones who know what suits best Indonesian city and people.
One last thing, sorry, Mada. I think for the city government of Semarang, a lot of ideas, interesting, creative ideas proposed by students. Yeah, of course some are scattered, but please make use of this, exercise for the benefit of the city of Semarang. Yeah, very important lesson. Yeah. Terima kasih. That's all.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you very much for all the jury for the hard work, and it's not easy, I think, for try to assess all the participants. So I would like inform of the participant to come here. Welcome, Pak Dekan. So while waiting for all the participants, I would like to, maybe our next session will be jury statement, and the jury will represent by Ibu Teti. Ibu Teti, are you ready? Okay. And then after that, we have Okay, to see you again, all the participants. Should all the jury have very strong negotiation to to determine who is the who we don't have actually, like maybe we should directly know from the jury. Okay. So are you ready? I cannot hear you. Are you ready? Okay. So I would like to call Ibu Teti to give the jury statement for all of you. It's like Oscar, so. And the winner.
Thank you, Mada. Well, I'm not a good or a bad person, yeah, to you all. What I will present to you is not my own personal assessment, but it comes from other 10 people. So we all have 11 jurors that assess your work today. And many of them have seen you before and have actually discussed with you, talk with you about during the process where you're doing it. So they sort of more or less know about what you were doing in the past. How do I start it off? In some ways, I might create anxiety and stressful situation. I hope not, yeah. What I will present to you first is the comment from the jurors regarding your presentation. Of course, it's such a hard work. You're doing it for hours and hours for the last 10 years, and yet you only have about 15 minutes to say it. So it's not easy on your part, and you sometimes feel that it didn't do justice to your work. I will give comment. I will summarize the comments for group 1. Yeah, group 1 is the Mosaic. Yeah, Mosaic group. The comment, a lot of comments are positive, so don't you worry about it. It's innovative. It has very good concept. It has a strong spatial representation where communities issues in tourist area being addressed, which is very important for planners. And it also prays on the package that you present when it talks about accessibility as well for the tourism. One person mentioned about a cultural park, and the suggestion that the cultural park also act as a urban green open space. And also, as has been mentioned about the issue of social housing programs. Some people don't like the word demolition, so you might like to change that word into, I don't know, like relocation, resettlement, any other word that would represent more similar playing level field. So for group 1, the score would be 452. Keep that in mind. I don't see. There are a couple of indicators that are being used to assess that. I didn't have a chance to put into each of them, but it talks about accessible. All I remember was visibility, and one of them. Target accuracy, coherence, visibility, the strength of the project, and the innovation level of the project. Some of them are really generous, giving you the high mark, and some of them are not that generous. You probably can guess who. Thank you, group 1. Okay. Group 2. Group 2 presenting about social transformation. Yeah, is that correct? Yeah. Many praise for group 2, especially talking about the the clear presentation, strong interpretation on social welfare, social transformation, in which this area has a lot of issues on, and the connection between ecological and ecological and anthropogenic issues that is attempted to be addressed. Not many negative comments from for group 2, from the jurors. And for group 2, you got a mark of 429. Group 3. This group 3 is talking about transportation.
I think to make it more clear, the group 3 can stand up.
Oh,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We
Who
will
are
want
the
to
group
see the group 3.
Could you stand up, please?
Okay. So this is the group 3.
The group 3, I don't
Member.
remember. What's your tagline? Choose Semarang. Yes, yeah. Group 3 decided to have a team tagline. So you next time when you market your project, make sure that tagline goes along with you. So you can sit down right now. Group 3 has a lot of positive comments also from the jurors, talking about a great attempt to regenerate Tawang Railway, which I think people are looking forward to. Very good transportation concept and acceptable, as well as great work. One of the comment coming on the need to have more elaboration or on LVC concept. I don't know what else. Land value capture concept. So if you'd like to work on that, that would be good. And connecting the ecological and human perspective as a single ecosystem. I guess these persons probably talk about the same thing. So the group 3 will have a score of 435. You guys have to have a memory to keep those scores, yeah, so you know who wins. Group 4, please. The least number of people in group 4 will stand up, and they are sitting. Thank you very much for a group 4. None of you are Indonesians, right? So you have a harder grasp about the area as well as the issues. So we appreciate your participation and hard effort you made to ensure that you go in line with other groups in this getting into this area. So group 4 talking about Hidup Semarang, sharing a livable city, and we know your situation. We know you actually have a lot of positive and creative ideas being put out in here. What I saw is that you didn't have much chance to, to sell that to the public. That would make it, more specific about what you have done. Yeah, but the comment coming from the jurors are all positive. It's creative. We appreciate your effort, considering you do an online participation, and it's a good work and a very good concept. Yeah. Some other issues that they'd like to see in your work is look more into micro level, as well as community orientation in Three Rivers is much needed and need to work with the city engineers. So you guys doing some kind of revitalization on the rivers. So your score is 416. So I guess you all memorized your own score. Everybody's the winner in your own ways. Yeah. So I guess that's all I can say. And I very much appreciate what we have done, what you work into. I saw you work a couple of days along the way, and I'm excited as you are about this effort and the result of it. Now, my question is that, how do you gonna sell this to the business? How you market this to the business? or to even the city government. We're gonna say that we're gonna make profitable projects for community, but also for city governments and for them also businesses. I think all groups took into account this parameter, not necessarily making a lot of money, but being balanced. Yes. So, but for a group, we can say that we are super profitable. And Choose Semarang will generate a lot of revenues with, of course, adequate public support. Thank you. So maybe one.
Directly wants to run for mayor.
Oh. Go. All right. You start off with this and don't you forget about us when you become mayor, yeah?
Okay, so maybe we can like directly ask all the group one to come here directly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as a mayor.
As a mayor and his apa?
Congratulations for
Tim
group
sukses,
one.
sukses tim.
So maybe next 10 years or 20 years, you can see the mayor of Semarang will be one of the group one. Okay, 5 years, yeah. Oh, wait, it's too long, 10 years. Okay. Maybe we directly, because the group one is the winner. We have some present from us and Pak Dek, would you like to give the present to the, I cannot say the best actually, because all of you is the best.
Yeah,
So
the
this is
highest
the
score.
lucky one. Okay, so congratulations. We don't have any back sound maybe. We are the champion. The mayor and the dean then. Okay. Don't worry, you have 13. For will be sort of tomorrow. Yes, of course. Okay. So yes, Julian, after this we have like some testimony, and then I think the best testimony is from our next mayor. Yeah, please. Maybe take a picture first. Pak Dekan, take a picture first, Pak. Sorry. With the mayor. Okay. Okay. Say cheese. Or say mosaic. Yeah, great. Okay, very well. So thank you. So you will have to say something about this.
Something. Okay.
Someone? No.
Okay. I thank you very much for the jurors and the Kota Lab as our facilitator, and in the few past days, and this project won't happen if you guys are not come up with the ideas. I only the spokesperson. I didn't do anything. They did it all. Lian come up with the concept of Mosaic Semarang. Johem come up with the special, and Retno juga come up with the special of the maps, and then Shafa come up with the idea about the poster, and Marian to come up with the budgets and stuff, since he is from the ESSEC school. Yes, and we got a lot of profit from our games, and I just the spokesperson and the negotiator. That's what I do. Thank you very much. I love you.
Okay. Once again, big applause for group one. Yay. And of course, big applause for all of us. Yay. Okay, thank you very much. So, because the major have already mentioned about memorizing time together during a couple days, we have a little souvenir. We have some, I can say like collage for our activity during these 2 weeks. So this like a simple video to remind us that we have already do the best work for these 2 weeks. Mbak Fira, can you play it? Thank you. Yeah, big applause for all of us. Okay, so no one cry, I think, no? So we have a teacher in front of us, so if you want to use it. So we will jump to our next, thank you very much, Mbak Fira, for the video and for all the committee. And then now I would like to ask for all the partner in this international joint studio to go in front of us to maybe say something or have some words. So I will like to invite Kota Lab, ITB, UTM, UGM, Undip, and ESSEC. Let's we can go here together just to have some little words to say. Please Julian, Pak Bobby, and then Pak Joe. Oh, we have the online participant, online partner. Ibu, monggo. Maybe we can. Yeah. Sorry. Oh yeah. Okay. We have also Thierry from Institut Français Indonésie. So please. Or maybe we can just sit here. Oh yeah. Okay. So please, Ibu, as a.
Okay, I would like to. I should make myself for the last, I think, not the first. Okay, maybe the first. I would like to invite. Yeah.
Emang kurang halus di Semarang daripada Jogja ya. No, we have talked a lot over the past 10 days, especially me. So I'm not going to talk much more. I would just really like to say thank you once again to Undip, especially Bu Wiwik, Santi. Santi, you can ask her whatever you want. She's never surprised. And Mada also, who did a great job to coordinate with online, and Fira as well. Also all the staff of Undip, from the driver to the canteen and everybody. We had a really great day. Thank all participants, because we know it's a big investment for you to come here in terms of time and also money maybe. And we appreciate this as an evidence of trust, and it's a bit moving for us. And also thank you on behalf of our team, because we also had a really great time with, we have many funny pictures, but we prefer not to show them. So thank you very much again for your trust, and we hope that we'll be able to continue working together.
Thank you very much. So I'll be short, but I want to profit by this occasion to thank also representatives of the French Embassy, because they've supported us in coming here. Us three from ESSEC Business School, so my two students and myself. Thank you very much to all the Kota Lab members for this proposition to join this very interesting and stimulating event. So it was my first time in Indonesia, and I was especially sensitive to I mean, how people were extremely nice and welcoming. So we've been welcomed greatly. So I'm very sensitive to that. I had a lot of good interactions with students and professors, very interesting ones, very human ones. So I'm very thankful for that. So and I want, of course, to especially thank Undip for how we've been welcomed and accompanied, and of course Santi, who's been so kind until last night, because she drove us back to our hotel, because we were you know we were in the street walking and it was raining. So thank you so much. Full service. So you wouldn't have mentioned that, so I took the liberty to mention that. So thank you so much for all the kindness you showed during this week. So I won't be any longer, but once again I want to congratulate all of you, because it's been tense, hard work. You've been really hardworking, and the quality of the presentation was remarkable for such a short time frame. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you again for your invitation.
All right. Okay. Assalamualaikum, very good morning. On behalf of UTM, I'm so being honored to be part of Kota Lab, part of Undip, part of UGM, part of ITB. So we are really, it is a really great experience. It's not only to my students and not only to me. This is part of histories, a part of memories that we will treasure. Hope to see all of you in Kuala Lumpur, hopefully one day. Feel free to contact me or contact my students if you like means that transit or fly over to Kuala Lumpur. I will yeah, I can bring you
to a lot of nasi lemak, a lot of chapati and so on. Thank you very much, and thank you for all of this experience. Okay.
I can't say more. It's been exciting. As I mentioned before, it's been wonderful to be able to be here for a couple of days and seeing the approach, the concept, and how planners not just becoming, somebody who approve a proposal from developers, but actually planners can be those who propose development. And you realize that the work means that it's not only learning about the technical aspect of it, but also the persuasion aspect of it, the arguments, the budgeting, the partners. One of the things that planners sometimes don't talk is to the business, and you don't even know how they behave, their pattern, the dynamics, and right now, I guess we all learn about them in order to be able to also not persuade the mayor, but the business people as well. So I appreciate they have the approach that is being proposed by Kota Love, yeah, and also that's the reason why ITB involved in this, because it's just extend the planning approach towards the project management and even getting into the action of it. So you yourself become a manager and marketing persons as well. And my appreciation towards Pak Julian and the team, Mara, Fleur, Mary Julie, that's easier, that has been walking every day to here. I follow them once only, and working hard to make us realize that this approach is worth learning and worth pursue in the future. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for Pak Edward that comes here and looking into how the French approach, because we often hear some of the approach come from the English language countries, in which case we got exposed to those, but we don't get exposed to the French oriented kind of planning. So this is one of the time you guys should get as much knowledge from them. And so, yeah, everybody speak English. Next time we should speak French, maybe. And so that we can learn more. Also, thank you to Ibu Wiwi, Ibu Santi, Ibu Fira. And I know I bugged them a lot of the time, talking about hotels, talking about transportation, etc., etc. But you never say no to all the questions. So it's been wonderful to be here with you and knowing your approach. And Pak Bobby, of course, as you thank him, because through him that we get this cooperation together. And also to the participants who come from far away, engage in these activities for such a long period of times, and be willing to work together with us. It's not only you who learn, it's also us who also learn about it. So it's been wonderful to see you. Hopefully, once you become a mayor or even a president, you won't forget about us. And we all be there. So I end up my talk right now. Hopefully, I will see you in a different position and different roles. Yeah, thank you.
Maybe nobody's perfect, but I'm afraid to say that this will become standard for organizing the International Joint Studio Bu Wiwi. Tepuk tangan untuk Pak Agung, ya. Pak Agung, Bu Wiwi, you make it a standard already, and from several aspects, from the approach, of course, the thanks to Kota Lab, from the organization, substance, case study, the collaboration, and so on. So all are maybe not perfect, but I'm sure that this will become a standard. And anyone who like to also organize this studio in the next exposure, they have to ask Puwi how to yeah. And also important also to mention Pak Iwan as the head of the ASPI, as he will become an important person in this global planning association, as this is part of the World Planning School Congress and Asian Planning School Congress. I'm afraid that this also can be used as a standard for a global planning studio. So applause for UNIP. Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Bobby, who already jumped me into this. Anyway, before I say something, and also pass to the Pak Terry and also our Dean to close the joint studio. I'm wondering, do we have our partner from Brawijaya here? Pak Joe, or maybe your colleague, the Brawijaya representative? No? Okay. No, okay. So before to Pak Terry as one of the important partners in our joint studio, and maybe before our Dean to close the session, please allow me to take this last opportunity to say thank you very much to all the partners. Apologize for many inconvenience that maybe happened due our joint studio. To be very honest, Pak Bobby, Julian, we had some experience on conducting joint studio, but this is the most complicated one. Because we have so many partners, international, national. Fortunately, we have a very strong, nice network with our local partners. So thanks to Pak Ismet from Bapeda, thanks from Kotaku, thanks from the local government, and also all the local institutions who already support us, including the Landscape Architecture Association, PT KAI, RAY, and maybe some others that I cannot say one by one. Yeah, that makes all becomes more lively, Pak, because there's a lot of nice input, broader perspective, and so on. And I hope it creates a good experience to all participants. So that's from me. Thank you. And I would like now to pass to Pak Terry. Please, I would like to kindly invite you to say something for this, and hopefully we can continue, Pak Terry, continue support for the next. Please.
Yes. Well, I must thank you first, indeed, for organizing the joint studio, of course. Also for using Semarang as a test case, and so ending up with results with so many interesting project ideas and so on. That really look, well, I would really like to come back to Semarang in 10, 20 years to see how much of it has happened.
Yeah.
Really, because at least my memories of Semarang was from 20 years ago, and I came back only recently, and I saw how much it has changed already. So I want to come back later again and see the results. I also look forward to that all the participants, and especially the universities involved and Kota Lab, to thank them for their involvement, and looking forward for more collaborations, well, a joint studio again next year, and I hope I can come in person, and also enhance collaborations and sustain collaboration in as much as we can help you to succeed in that, knowing that we are only helping, and most of the work is done by you, the lecturers involved, the students also, former students, alumni, and etc. And all of you are really the ones that are pushing those ideas, sharing and all. So, and also keep enjoying that ability to build groups from different places, different backgrounds, exchanging and solving problems in cities and planning for the future. I'm really looking forward to what I've seen today and what all of you will manage to do in your career.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Pak Thierry. And yeah.
I think we forget, but somehow also sentiment to mention that here also Pak Iwan, who is the president of ASPI, and this event is part of the World Planning School Congress. So applause for Pak Iwan. You agree, right, to put this today as a standard for global planning studio, right? Okay.
Nanti disangka KKN, Pak. Yeah, and before I give the mic back to Mada as the MC, I always forgot to mention two most important person, Pak. And big applause firstly to Bu Santi, who already coordinate. Yeah, and last but not least, also for the Undip, yeah, we have our Dean here. Thank you very much for all the support, Pak Dekan. Without your support, Undip support, then we cannot make this. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I give this back to.
Okay, thank you very much for all the partners. So last but not least, we will have like closing session from our Dean. So Pak Dekan, please give a speech and close this event formally. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi and very good morning. I think it's really fantastic and it's really wonderful day. Big applause for all of you. Yes. The Honorable Pak Thierry from the French Embassy, the Honorable Head of Department, the Honorable of Prof. Bobby, hello Prof. Bobby, and then the Honorable Bu Teti from ITB, the Honorable Bu Rohayah from UTM, yeah, alhamdulillah, the Honorable Julian from Kota Lama, Kota Lab, sorry, Kota Lab. It is very fantastic with Julian because yesterday on Saturday, when I came here to check the new students, and then I met Julian to looking for the place for having cigarette. Yeah. And also the Honorable for the local government, and also my beloved participant for the International Joint Studio. It is really wonderful and really fantastic. All of the investment about your time, your knowledge, and I would like to thank for the sharing the knowledge, sharing the information, and I do hope this International Joint Studio will be continue next year, and maybe it will be taken between the maybe UGM, ITB, UTM, maybe can be as a strengthen our collaboration, and we have to be the hosts each other to take turn. And this is really fantastic for having students like all of the participants like here, because different culture, different country, and you put all together as a one group. And really, it's really wonderful. And once again, big applause for all of you. Yes. Prof. Bobby, matur nuwun. Yeah, matur nuwun sangat for your rawuhipun. And I do hope this will be continue for next year. And yes. I agree. This is the standard for the next joint international studio. Yeah. Thank you very much, Bu Santi. Matur nuwun, Bu Mada. Bu Mada, where is Bu Mada? Oh iya, Bu Mada. Yeah, and also Prof. Edo, thank you very much for the Essex University and friends for your coming, and have a safe return to home. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Yeah, matur nuwun. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's not easy to say this, but actually this is our last. But we still contact together. So to make it more memorizing, I would like to invite all of you to have a photo session together. It is, I don't know, it's very last or no, we still have a group if you want to chat and etc. And then please, we have a photo session together. Yeah. Mana ya? So not me, please. Oh, okay, okay. So we have a new surprise after this. Not only photo session to memorize things together. We will celebrate our hostel culture by doing the match football. Football match between participant and facilitator. So we're waiting for all of you guys. Okay, please, we have a photo session. We should like here or there, Mas? Di sini, okay, di sini. Yeah, please, Pak Dekan and all the participants. Oh yeah, is anyone has something to inform? Please, I give this session by using.
So everyone, as a part of the World Planning School Congress and also Asian Planning School Congress, we also have a global planning students meeting that will be hosted in the 29th of August. So please feel free to register yourself and join. And maybe later on, I will also ask for your contacts, yeah, to Ibu Santi, and I will let the committee to invite you all to join that meeting. Okay, thank you very much.
And for the online participants, if you don't mind to open the camera, to turn on the camera. Oh ya, duduk ya. Oh, ya, ya. Mayor, udah Mayor.
Make three step, right? Please, I think we should make a 3-layer because we have much space. So basically, so we have like the straight way to make it like. Duduk gini nggak apa-apa ya, Mbak? Oh. So maybe anyone can like make a half here in front of. We have like 3 layers. The mayor, please, the mayor, please. Mas, can you like, we have to make it balance, please, Mas. You can, please, I'm sorry. So don't make any layer, Bu. You want to choose here or there? Maybe you have there. Can anyone have like a call? Okay. So yeah. Sorry, we only have to make it like this to make it balance. Okay, you have to make it like this, please. Okay, good. We don't put the mask, please. Okay. Okay. Wistiti, I'm sorry. Wistiti. Okay. Anyone want to make a video? Bu, Mbak Fira mau video? Okay, so salam Semarang gimana, Bu? Salam Semarang. Okay. Terus Semarang, mosaik Semarang. Okay, okay. 1, 2, 3 gitu. Salam Semarang. Great, thank you. Don't forget to have football match after this. All the participants, for the student, please fill the evaluation form that we have already sent in the WhatsApp group, yeah? We have a door prize maybe, I don't know. Monsieur Thierry, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Terima kasih banyak, Bapak. See you. Hope to see you in person next time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.